Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Friday, April 23rd, 2021. But before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and thank you so much for doing so. So, the first thing that I want to talk about today happens at midnight. So, around 12:30 a.m. for you guys, Pacific time. You can see the time right here. The moon is in Virgo. It has been since yesterday. And since yesterday, we have been focused on getting organized, getting planned, getting focusing on our health, on our diet, and basically getting organized. All right. And now the moon at 10 degrees is going to trine Uranus Venus conjunction. What is this all about? Yesterday, Uranus and Venus conjuncted. Okay. Here, they conjuncted, and this was a sudden positive change to our relationships, finances, projects, business partnerships, skills, legal issues, self-worth, values, all Venus related things. Okay, this was a sudden change to that. And now with a trine to the moon, we are feeling very positive about that. Whatever change happened is making us feel extremely positive. Okay. So, or we are feeling extremely positive about our relationships, finances, projects, money situations, all those things. And because of that, there's a sudden change. It could be either way, but I think there's a sudden change that happens, and then emotionally, we feel very good. Emotionally, we begin to feel very good. So that happens at about midnight. And the next thing happens at about 2 a.m. All right. Yeah, there we go. Let's see that on the chart. The moon right here, it is squaring the north node. Okay, it's squaring the north node, and at the same time, it's squaring the south node right there. Now, any planet that comes in contact with the nodes like this is magnified. So, right now, our emotions are magnified. And I believe these are emotions that are positive. I don't believe they're negative, although they are in a square. I believe that our positive emotions will create a change towards our goals. Now, what does this mean? It just means that sometimes, when you feel very positive about something, you get encouraged. You say, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I can leave the past behind. I can do this. I can move into the future. I believe that is what is happening at about 1:30 a.m., 2 a.m. Pacific time. And typically, a square feels challenging. Square is a 90-degree angle, but it brings about change. However, in this situation, with the trine to all this Taurus energy, I believe whatever change we are going through stems from a positive place. Okay, and that changes how we approach our goals. We approach them in a more positive manner, in a more organized manner, and that's helping us leave behind the past. Okay. The past of doing things abstractly, getting more organized. So that happens at about 2 a.m. And the next thing is extremely important. And this happens at about 5 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So at about 5:30 a.m. Pacific time, you guys can see this. Mars changes signs. It spends about 40 days in a sign. It has been in Gemini since March 3rd. And since then, we have been overly stimulated. There's been a lot of stimulation. There's been a lot of action, so much so that we felt overwhelmed, frazzled even. And now Mars has changed sign and come into the sign of Cancer. It's going to be here for the next 40 days or so. Typically, Mars does not work very well in Cancer, okay, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, which is a feminine energy, and Mars is the most masculine sign. So it feels a little out of place when it's in Cancer. It doesn't work very well. And what doesn't work very well? Our drive, our courage, our emotions. Our drive, our courage, our go getting attitude, how we take action. That does not work very well. But I believe this is a good thing. Why is this a good thing? Because for the past month, we have been in tremendous Aries energy. Aries is a Mars ruled sign, which means we've been in tremendous Mars energy. We've been taking action, we've been getting things done, we've been working from a space of courage. It's been about Mars, all right? And it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And with Mars and Gemini, even the stimulation in our lives was a lot. So Mars coming into Cancer will give us a breather. It will help us go within. It will help us work, take action, have courage from a place of comfort. Okay? And that's important. That's important. So I believe in the next 40 days, we will go within, we will find what is comfortable. We started to build a new life on 11th April. All right. And now we will say, hey, whatever I'm building, am I comfortable doing that? Does this make me happy? Are my emotions in sync with that? It's a period of review, I would say. And you will continue to take action. Don't get me wrong. But the way in which you take that action will change. It will come from a place of finding your comfort rather than, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this no matter what. That warrior spirit, no matter what, no matter how it makes me feel, I have to do it, that will go away. So that's happening at 5:30 a.m. Okay, this is a massive shift in energy. This will feel good. I believe it will feel good. And the most important thing about Mars hitting 0 degrees is that on June 21st, 2020, we had an eclipse at 0 degrees of Cancer. Okay, and I believe that eclipse was rather difficult for us. It was not an easy energy, and eclipse energy can stay with us for a long, long time. But Mars coming over the spot 0 degrees of Cancer is releasing that eclipse energy. Whatever happened in your life back then, think about it. Something must have happened around June 21st, beginning July, around then, because it was eclipse time, it was in between eclipses, and something happened, and that energy has been with us since then. Okay? And on March 23rd, when Mars comes to 0 degrees, that energy will be released. We will be released from that eclipse energy. And I believe this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. And that's the highlight for Friday. Mars is the highlight for Friday. Now, that's that. The next thing that I want to talk about is Venus and Uranus are still in conjunction. I've spoken about this. If you want more details, you can watch my yesterday's video. So I'm not going to go into detail today. However, moving on, let's see it happen. Let's see it happen today. Okay. Give me a moment while I pull up the chart. So Mercury is going to conjunct Uranus. All right. Mercury is here. It's conjuncting Uranus today. It's conjuncting it. This is a sudden change to our mind because Mercury is the mind. A sudden change to how we communicate. A sudden change to our health, to our routine, to our job. Okay? And this happens at about 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. today. And around the same time, the moon is going to oppose Neptune. Okay? An opposition is not easy. It can feel very difficult because you have to integrate two elements that are square, like opposing each other. In this case, your emotions and your spirituality. So you will have to integrate that. You may have to have emotions that align with the greater good, that align with universal love and compassion. And the challenge may be to integrate that. Okay, and this happens around the time Venus and Uranus are conjuncting. Or an opposition between the moon and Neptune could also make it feel very magical, otherworldly, spiritual. So much so that you have to really ground that magical feeling into your reality, Virgo. Okay? So today is a very loaded day. It's a major energy release point. It's a major energy shift point. And I think we've been waiting for this. We have been eagerly waiting to let go of the eclipse that happened in June of 2020 because it was not an easy eclipse energy. And the moon will finish up in Virgo by tomorrow. It'll come into Libra and then the focus will shift for the next 2.5 days, but we will discuss that tomorrow because it does not happen tonight. And as usual, Pluto and Jupiter are still in their semi-sextile. Whatever changes you make, whatever fears you let go of, whatever transformation you go through, Jupiter will lead to a positive outcome in those areas. Jupiter is blessing that. And Saturn is still trining the nodes. still trining it, still trining the North Node, making a 120-degree angle, supporting our goals. It's saying, move towards your goals. I'll help you build. I'll help you. I'll help you put in the hard work. So we are supported as we go through all this. Okay? And now I'm not going to talk about Friday. I'm going to go into the background of astrology for the past year and a half to give you a better background. And let's get into it one by one. The first thing that I like to talk about is the Chiron Uranus semi-sextile 30-degree angle. And this is essentially that we will heal our identity in unexpected ways, through unexpected skills, through unconventional means of making money, through finding value and self-worth in unconventional ways, unconventional things rather. And the North Node is also going to move to 10 degrees, okay, very soon. It's going to move to 10 degrees, and then it will be in a sextile to Chiron. It will be in a semi-sextile to Uranus. Wherever we are headed, we are feeling healed. Our goals are healing us. And whatever our goals are, they are unconventional. They are unconventional. They are new age, so to speak. And the next thing that I want to talk about is the Chiron Saturn sextile 60-degree angle. We are going to be in this energy all year, and around Feb we took a decision. We started to build something that would heal our identity, and by the end of the year, this decision, whatever you took in Feb will be tangible, palpable, visible. The next thing I would consider is the theme of the year is the Saturn Uranus square. Square feels challenging. It requires change. It requires effort. And in this case, what are we changing towards? We need to essentially let go of who we think we should be and become who we actually are. Uranus, our authentic self. And this will not feel easy. But by the end of the year, that authentic self, the person you are on the inside, will be tangible, will be visible to the whole world to see. And the next thing I want to talk about is the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction that happened about 0 degrees of Aquarius right here in December of 2020. And it ended a cycle that began for us in the year 2000. And since December of 2020, we have seen what this new 20-year cycle will entail for us. Not completely, most of it. And in the next 2 years, we are going to lay the foundation for the cycle that will stay with us till 2040. Okay, and the second last thing that I want to talk about is the Saturn Pluto conjunction that happened around here at 22 degrees of Capricorn in Jan of 2020. This ended a cycle that began between 1982 and 1984, and this conjunction in Jan of 2020 changed our material reality completely. We've seen most of what this cycle will entail, but it hasn't been fully activated yet. And we will be with this energy for the next 33 to 38 years till Saturn and Pluto meet up again. And I believe they meet up in 2053. So we're going to be with this energy till 2053. And the last thing I want to touch upon are the nodes. The North Node is in Gemini and the South Node is in Sagittarius. They were in the same placement between 2001 and 2003. They have been in the same placement since May of 2020. And what this means is whatever events, situations, themes, people came into your life between 2001 and 2003, you will be revisiting, resolving, building, reviewing the same things, people, events, situations in your life. And this has been going on since May of 2020. So that's all I leave you with. Again, do hit the subscribe button and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.